And I'm back. Ah. Waiting for some friends to get back. I hope they hurry back. Okay, behind the desk. If you're having problems, go to my YouTube. Am I better now, or if you go to my YouTube channel? Okay. I was going to wait for Mars to come back, but the flow of Aether to the core must be stopped. Pray lend us your strength once more time, child. When quick things wind back time, doing of Uplanders will be undone, history will be rewritten, and Illuminati will rule over the new world order. Ha! If you think you take round rocks from us, you're welcome to try. Foolish Uplanders, knowing of the Enigma Codex are not known just one. What in the... The dad thing's responding to him. Uplanders are slow seeing. Quick Think never needed Gobby Girl from the beginning. When the final core is activated and Alexander is fully awakened, its power will be such that it could entirely consume any who sought to control it. You were too craven to risk your own life until you had no choice. Treasure Hunter? But Treasure Hunter is too slow coming. Future has chosen. You poor deluded fool. You never did work it out, did you? The future doesn't choose us. We choose the future. Now, child. So the knowledge of the Enigma Codex allowed you to disable the core. Power stores are depleting rapidly. Without steady supply at Eorzia, it's only a matter of time before the whole thing's grind to a halt and fades away. Valdrux is glad to see Treasure Hunter safe, but how is Treasure Hunter sneaky hiding from the Illuminati? I don't know. There was a great shaking and I was thrown from my feet into some dark, cramped place. I must have lost consciousness because I don't remember anything until a few moments ago. Huh, sounds to me like you had a nice nap in a rubbish chute. But what matters is that you're safe, and with that I think we can declare the operation a success. Twistim, our work is done. Let's take our leave. Damn it, did it all. Didn't we just kill the bastard? Negative. Quick Think's better built own body, made stronger than ordinary copy. Quick Think is not made by simple flesh wound. Seven hells, that's not a mask, it's his face. He's more machina than goblin. O Alexander, Lord of Steel and Whirlycogs, outspread wings of time, let ignorant unworthy feel divine judgment. Access denied? What this means this? The Red Glow, Alexander is refusing to obey his commands? Alexander, Jake, frame machine, quick thing, chosen one, come fast, and quick thing must obey. It would seem Alexander has achieved what a simple flesh wound could not, quickly permanent deactivation. Quite how and why is less clear. If I didn't know better, I would say the machine had a mind of its own. Diane, my love, could it truly be you? You were in there all this time, weren't you, watching over me, keeping me safe? Did it just blink twice, bugging me, and the machine's actually talking to her? So his soul really was in the primal all this time. Chief, is that even possible? The core, without the codex to bridle its power, it rages out of control. It drinks Aether like no primal I've ever known. We must stop it now, lest the Eorzia be bled dry. Finally, I see, this is why you summoned me to this place, isn't it, my love? I thank you for guiding me here, Sarah Linda and Round Drops. Know that I shall always treasure the time we share. Farewell, my friends. My friends, leave this place, leave now. Fear not, Alexander will trouble you no longer. My love, what is this place? How best to put it, we stand inside the mathematical simulation calculated and projected by the device at the heart of the Colossus. One might equal, say, is the dream that Alexander dreams. And what of our companions? Are they? Their faith was not mine to change, Mide. All that came to pass did so for a reason. History is as it should be, free of the paradoxes that spell its undoing. From this place, unfettered by mortal constructs of time, Alexander looks out upon past, present, and future, seeing infinite possibilities. I see what it sees and feels what it feels. This perfect machine born from the yearning for an ideal world. Oh, if you could see the worlds we have seen, a world in which the Illuminati rule history with an iron fist, every nation brought under the yoke, a world in which Alexander spread wide the wings of time and swept the lesser moon from the heavens, averting the calamity. Alexander dreamed all the realities imaginable and all the reality mathematically computable. In the end, reaching a single logical conclusion, it would change nothing and erase itself from existence. But why? Alexander possesses the power to travel through time and space and reshape history for the better, but such power comes at great cost. The sheer quantity of aethia consumed in the process means that Alexander itself would mayhap, not immediately, but inevitably bring ruin to this world. This perfect machine, this supreme manifestation of logic and science, deems its own existence a threat. And so it chooses to do nothing, to leave history untouched and the future in the hands of man, with all his imperfections. Such was Alexander's divine judgment. A time will come when the fate of this world is placed in the hands of one warrior. For reasons hidden to me, the future from that day forth remains shrouded in mystery, beyond even the Colossus' ability to calculate, and yet Alexander chose to believe in that woman and the light within her. I met that woman, my love. I believe in her too. There was but a single time Alexander was spurred into action, not to change history, but to preserve it. The summoning of the Colossus and the events that followed had potentially disastrous consequences for our reality. Its fabric strained to accommodate an infinite number of potential futures separated by nary a thread. There were the wings of time to fall into the hands of the Illuminati, the repercussions would be dire indeed. History would be rewritten over and over again, each time bleeding the land of Aether, and in the end the Colossus would usher in another calamity. To prevent this tragedy, to preserve the circle of time as it had already been set in motion, Alexander set forth a humble servant to do his bidding. A clockwork curled, an eternal child to gently nudge history back into its proper path. And now but one task remains. Having become one with the horn, the core is well nigh indestructible. It would only regrow itself until it bled the world dry. And so we must heed Alexander's wish and seal it away far from the reach of man. A closed pocket of space-time, a fraction of an instant that would repeat in perpetually for all eternity. That is where the core must go, and us with it. Don't you see, my love? We're already there. I'm coming here to you. I have closed the circle of time, but I'm all but certain of it. When I accepted the horn all those years ago, the man who gave it to me said that it had the power to grant any wish. And so, as I took it in hand, I prayed and prayed for every ounce of my will, for that one true desire in my heart, to be with you forever. Roundrux is back in Idleshire with Chief. Everyone's safe except for the meeting. That is, the poor lass always had a flair. But do you think she'll throw herself? It's odd though. I could have sworn I heard voices there saying the Colossus would trouble us no more, or something of the sort. And for what it is worth, it's been sleeping like a baby ever since we got out. And not half of it. Take a closer look inside the barriers. It's like time is standing still. Bugger if I know what but I'd like to believe, and her love somehow sealed the core for us, softened the blows a bit, you know. Phew, I'm not. Of course, the damn shame it happened to me. Hold on a moment, Sarah Linde. Say what? She's what? Aye, Chief, leave it to us. Buddy House said what gone missing. I've been worried sick about the poor lass ever since we got back. I mean, how can you feel if your best friend throwing the running engine? I'll wager she's off somewhere the two of them used to frequent together. Oh, it's Uplander. Why did Uplander come to this place? Roundrox is sorry for worrying Uplander. Roundrox wants to go to a quiet place and do some back thinking. Roundrox out of giant whirly cog. Running out of giant whirly cogs. Roundrox found something rattling in pocket, so Roundrox reached in and cannot believe rattling thing is Goldshell. Roundrock's favorite treasure. But it's dark, even with many trying, glowstone does not glow for Roundrox, not no more. There you are, child. We were worried sick about you. What's that, Thurland Day? Is on a mist? The Kodaks no longer respond to her touch, intriguing, if not entirely surprising. Were I to guess, I would hazard that it's because this experience has served to open her eyes. The Enigma Konak was born from one man's all-consuming pursuit of perfection, its knowledge sealed off from any who harbored even a sliver of doubt as to the merits of the ideals it espoused. Quick think, mediate in her Roundrock, though their reasons might differ in arrogance, youthful idealism, childish innocence. None thought to question the words within, and so the Codex opens itself to them. But now Roundrox has seen with her own eyes what blind devotion to ideals could bring. And she is not the naive child she was before. It's all well and good to dream of building something perfect, but sooner or later, you have to stop dreaming and start doing, hammering it together by your own hands with your own blood, sweat, and tears. In so doing, you are forced to confront your own failings, to deal with your frustration at the world's unfortunate habit of falling below expectation. Hells, there may come a time when you just want to tear the whole bloody thing apart and start again, but more often than not, you emerge from it all with something you can hold onto and carry into your future, and that will do damn sight more for you than any starry-eyed ideal. Roundrox understand. Roundrox will collect more and more junk, build a city of great treasure with own hands. Roundrox has one wish, not glowing stone, is piece of Midday's dream. Roundrox will give it back to Midday. A noble wish, child. Would that we could grant it, but I fear steel giant, and all that lies within the barrier is far beyond the reach of mortal hands. Frozen in a single moment until the end of time, that fate I not wish on anyone. You. Well, look who it is. Have you a real knack for turning up underfoot, don't you? I am reminded of the apparent ease with which this little curl seemed to slip in and out of Gloucester's, were it not for the small matter of time having stopped there. I'd send her to in with Roundrock's glowstone without a moment's hesitation. To muse, might that suggest a willingness to try? Giving a stone to a cat in hopes of delivering it to two souls trapped in time. No, I think we've seen everything. Do you think those two will ever be free of that place? Mayhaps one day, when the perfect future they sought to bring out becomes in reality, in that sense one might even say their fate is in our hands. Leave to Roundrocks. Roundrocks work hard, build sparkly shining future for Mide. Roundrocks safe at church. Batrix is easy breathing. Uplanders have thanks of bad Uplander bring present for Batrix. This this is surely a legend book from Mishnola. Batrix is waiting for a legend book for a long time. Batrix has been reading about many things about Enigma Codex, the fluid hair Uplander that writes it. Mayhaps these knowings will save Gobby Flock from giant Whirlycog thanks to Batrix. Now giant Whirlycog sleep and Gobby Flock is safe, but still Batrix will fill Braincase and Gnawing, fill pages of Watcher book with data. Let's see back. Yeah, played tricks on him? Boy, the feelings are all rated there. You look like you've seen a ghost. Pages tell a fairy legend of Hot Goat tribe, Uplander of blue hair, many years ago. In old times, two children, boy and girl, outstepped from belly of great steel giant. Two children grow to man and woman, becoming father and mother of great people of Hotgo. The name of these two are Dylan Mide. Look at the handwriting, even faces look the same. Egad, if that's our Mide and Dylan, why that means that one day they'll be free from their fate and reborn far into the past. So after searching for near an eternity, they finally found each other, finally found the perfect world they were searching for. It may just be a fairy tale, but I, for one, would like to believe it. And fairy legend goes on. Two children step out of steel giant holding a small stone. The stone is dark when sitting on the ground, but hold stone in hand and shiny lights. glowstone and brown rocks. Let me see if I have this straight. The Dakota fragments he gave to the coral as a few moments ago, not now featured in a legend from ages past. This can't be possible, can it? At this point, I'm about ready to believe bleeding anything, but remind me, there was something I wanted to ask you, Sarah Linde. When we went into the core and almost got our arses fried, well, I felt a strange sensation and it really chilled me to the bone, as if something terrible had happened that I couldn't for the life of me remember. I felt it too, so tell us, did you see anything when you were going in and out of time? Do you have any idea what happened to us while quick things were spinning the hands of the clock? You're afraid you do? Well, that's not ominous at least. One second thought, how about we don't tell us thank you very much? And that, folks, means I've completed all of Alexander's. I got a new minion, I have to check it out. Aw, look, little Alexander. Okay, guys, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. Name is Dark Sage Ron, the Wrath Gamer, saying save now, save often. Talk to you later. Bye.